Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm this morning. Jan and I are out moving the bulls and putting in some paddocks for a couple days, trying to get a few paddocks put in front of them. It got hot again. It's July, it's Missouri, we can expect it. Tomorrow's the 4th of July, and that's typically when you think about summer heat. We've got it, but we really got a gift last night. Depending on where you're at around here, the neighbor down the road on one of our farms said they had over 3 inches. We had 2 7/8.
Almost 3 inches.
Almost 3 inches. We're over here on the bull farm and it's soaked. There's 3 pipes coming out of the lake down here that the boys and I cleared the brush around in Jan this winter, and all 3 pipes are full. I mean, the water is just boiling out. We did get some damage in winds, straight winds.
We didn't.
Yeah, we don't think we lost anything, but boy, it knocked down some beautiful white oak trees in people's front yards. Lucky it didn't get the house in one yard and ripped the roof off of a barn. We just didn't get any of that, so we're very fortunate. We had to take another path to get here this morning because the road was blocked with trees. But this morning, our topic is strip grazing. Some of y'all new to the channel. I wanted to show you a little trick this morning. So what am I doing with this hanky?
Oh, putting it around your neck, looking like a rebel? A sweatband?
Or maybe like
no,
that.
let's not do that.
Okay, so what we've got here, folks, this is an O'Brien.
I'm going to come around the other way.
Okay.
Ooh, look what we got here, Greg. We got bluegrass.
Yeah, this is a big blue stem. This is big blue stem, so that is a native warm season grass. This whole countryside used to be covered with it. And this road frontage down through here, it even goes in front of our new farm that Jan and I bought in March. The whole road frontage is almost all big blue stem.
Yeah, you can see it over there.
Yeah, it's over there too. Unfortunately, we can't graze the roadsides because of all the traffic. So we've got our fencing set up here. What we've got is, we've got an adjustable bar here. So we can just push that in when we're not using it. And
so it doesn't hit on things.
It doesn't hit on things. You just,
things like your wife might run into something.
Yeah, she could do that.
Maybe.
I pull this out. There's my eye bolt. I tighten it down. My reel goes in here. And all these dimensions I've got on a video that I made several years ago. I don't have a tape measure with me, so I'm not going to go over them right now, but you can find it by just doing a search. So now I've got my geared reel. This is an O'Brien. We just bought this from Powerflex, and it's got the really good poly braid on it. This is the mixed metal. So this has got 6 steel filaments and 3 copper, okay? Wonderful stuff. I've used all the different competitors' poly braid, and nothing measures up to this, and that's why this is all I will use on my reels. Now we do have Terragate, we've got O'Brien, I've got a few Speed Rights. I don't have any Gallagher reels. One of the reasons they're heavier, they're a little pricier. There's nothing wrong with them, except for the handles won't fit in here. So I'd have to readjust or cut this off, put a bigger pipe in there, and then this reel is going to be floppity. So I just stay with these reels. So what am I doing with this hanky? Well,
blow your nose on it.
I'm not going to blow my nose on it.
Oh. What are you going to do with it?
Goof. If you just hush up a minute, I'm going to tell the folks what we're going to do with it. So this is my locking mechanism. Okay, so I'm going to pull that up like that. And the problem with a brand new reel and this much poly braid on there is it jumps off like that. Let me wrap that up on there. I'm going to give you all 2 lessons this morning. There you go.
Oh, no.
Now look at that.
Oh.
Folks, this happens all the time. You're going across the paddock, and I don't care if you're carrying it by hand or if you got it in something like this. It will jump off, and it'll get behind there, and you've got a mess.
A cat's mess.
A cat's mess. And your inclination is to do this. Oh, gosh. Start pulling on. No, you don't do that. You go back to the reel, okay? Look at your reel. Find the wire that is on the reel, not the one down here laying on the ground. This one's not going to do you any good. Forget about that. Go back to the reel, okay? take the reel. Now, all I'm gonna do is stay focused on this wire on the reel. And that's the only wire I'm gonna stay focused on. And I'm just gonna keep going backwards. Just keep going backwards with that. Don't worry about them other wires down there. Just stay focused on this one. Keep going backwards. And backwards. And backwards. And I don't care if you've got 20 rolls, 20 spins around that axle, you can get it back on there. If you start, see, I'm already back on. If you start pulling on it like that, you're never gonna get it back on there. You're gonna end up with a rat's nest, and then you're gonna be pulling out one of these, and you're gonna be cutting your brand new poly braid because you can't get it off. Don't do that. Now, back to the hanky. I learned this in New Zealand when I was over there. Jan and I over there, we taught several, I guess four grazing schools, and the Kiwis were using this. So, you just take this, go around right here in this corner. I like to go around 3 times, like that. And I just tie a square knot, that's it. Now, look, it doesn't free spin. It's just enough friction on this hub that when you stop, or if it gets going real fast, which it can, if you're on a four-wheeler, or even if you're walking, it doesn't let it freewheel. It's just like putting your foot on the brake, just a little bit. Not bad, but just a little bit. Isn't that neat? So carry a hanky, and don't blow your nose in it.
No, that's gross.
Maybe carry 2 hankies, one for the nose and one for the reel. But I never leave the house without a hanky, because this has saved me so much time. I just don't have them get off the reel anymore. The only time I do is if I forget and do that. Yep, so Jan handed me this. These are great handles. As you can see, we're tied onto a woven wire fence back here. You want to?
Yep.
So I just hooked it on the woven wire, and I did it just about belt to crotch high. And I've just got a slip knot on there, okay? And then this side is gone back to the four-wheeler. Now somebody asked me the other day, Greg, why do you hook cold? Why are you always hooking cold? I'm like, I don't want to hook hot, because if I put this on a hot wire, I'm dealing with a hot wire. I'm going to get shocked.
Putting all those posts in.
Yeah, and plus we don't have any power up here. Folks, this is an advantage of using strip grazing on your perimeter. Let's say you don't have
an
power
offset.
feed. You don't have any power up here. Hook on cold with one of these. Take it down to the middle of your farm where you do have power, and just hook your reel onto that end once you get your post put in. It's really that simple. I mean, folks, we got almost 3 inches here last night. The people that aren't moving their animals this morning, you can see where they spent the night. It's just a mud pit because they're not being moved. They've been there all summer. We went and moved these bowls this morning, and you can't even tell. There's no mud showing over there. But look what let's walk out in here, honey. Look what they're on. Do you all see any bare ground here? No, there's a really good sod. We've got fescue, we got Korean lespedeza, we got red clover, we got some ragweed here, common ragweed.
Ironweed.
Ironweed. There's some bluegrass under here. Of course, our standby, the fescue. Here's a summer annual. They like that one. Some people call that purple top. I've heard some people call it fall panicking. I don't think it's fall. It's too early for fall. But you can see over here, something like those weeds, something like the leaves on that.
Maybe a deer?
Well, it could have been our steers, because when the steers are here about 35, 40 days ago, they could have plucked that when that plant was a lot smaller and more vegetative. So with that, it's getting hot. Boy, it's going to be humid. Jan, you look like you jumped in a swimming pool.
I know, I sweat like a...
What the heck?
I always sweat. I'm a German.
I got a little sweat going myself. I wanted to give a plug for the PowerFlex Appreciation Days, PowerFlex Retail Grand Opening Days. Let me rephrase that. It's going to be at Seymour, Missouri. There'll be a link on this video. You can click on that link. It'll tell you all about it. There's free prizes, free food and drink. Breakfast on the second day. The food will be provided on the first day, and that's July 12th and 13th, and I'll be there both days. talks the first day. The second day I'll be there. You'll have me one in the front. You can ask all the questions. We'll do a question and answering session. And oh, I heard yesterday, everything in the store is 20% off.
20% off.
20% off. It's only in the store. You can't order online. You got to be in the store to get 20% off.
And there's some really good prizes.
Man, yeah, they're giving over $1,000 worth of prizes away. I think there's 6 vendors that supply the really nice products that we use. They're all going to be there talking about their products. Yeah, it's going to be a really great time. So I hope some of y'all can take advantage of that. Folks, we're getting ready to put in another, I haven't even said this, but we're going to be doing another farm here pretty soon. We contracted the fencing on it. It's 150 acres, and I've already calculated all the parts. We're going to save this landowner 20% off the cost of everything, of the wire, the posts, the step-ins, the reels, insulators, springs,
Plumbing.
the charger. Yeah, if I can get I don't have the water estimate done yet, but I probably need to get on that, because yeah, we could get 20% off the plumbing too. So folks, that's a lot of money that you're actually saving. You don't have to spend to put in your infrastructure on your farm. So hope to see some of y'all there. I'll be there, and Jan will too. And again, go to our website. Go to the link on this video, and you can see everything that they're going to be doing there. And I look forward to seeing some of y'all there. And that's July 12th and 13th at Seymour, Missouri, which is straight south of us, about 3 hours. Have a good one.